Hi everyone, Space Cowboy here. I'm coming at you with the third Mad Phil video. Now, I did try to record this video two other times. One time was about a week and a half ago. I did Mad Phil part 3 where I took on the Deathclaw with the power armor and I won and started on my merry way, and the video was terrible. It was boring, it was plodding, I had no real direction. Box. So what I did was I abandoned that save, rolled it back to the point where I had to fight the Deathclaw again and get the power armor, and decided to think about some objectives. So that's what I spent a couple of days doing. Just, in my free time when I was bored in work, I'd think, right, what do I need to do? Because I can't just have this save where just this guy roams around the wasteland and nothing much happens. Because unless you've got a direction, Fallout can be pretty aimless. Just like right now, I'm just passing the time by walking around. You can see that nothing's gonna happen unless I make it happen. So, with that in mind, I came up with an idea, and I recorded a video earlier today. 19 seconds of it recorded, and I didn't realise that it had stopped recording after 19 seconds due to my really, really terrible internet connection today. I don't know what's going on with that, but I've got a really, really bad connection. So, luckily this should be okay. But what I have found is that the basic direction I want to take with Mad Phil is I want to have this save being kind of a playthrough of a side mission. So what I'm going to do is take Phil as far as I can through the Brotherhood of Steel side missions without delving into the main plot. Because if you've played Fallout 4, or even if you've not played it, the main plot can be terribly monotonous if you're watching it. I had to replay sections of the main plot again after I lost my saves on PlayStation 4 and moved to Xbox, and I found those sections I had to replay really boring. So I think having to do them would be really boring for people watching. So I didn't want to do that. So instead, I figure a good plot to kind of run through is the Brotherhood of Steel, because that comes into my second objective. I've decided that Phil is going to be a collector of weapons in this game. In that, I am going to amass the biggest armory of weapons and armour in the entire game. What that means is I'm going to go back into the settlement side of things. Now, I am not going to build the big settlement. What I am going to do is build some things for myself. I'm going to build a little shelter to begin with, just to store all the excess stuff I have at the moment, like the weapons and armour I'm carrying right now. So I will build a little shack with that. I will do this all in a non-video part. I'll basically play through those parts on my own, just basically build up the little shack for myself, store the weapons, and then when I broadcast next, I'll be basically doing things for Brotherhood of Steel. But what I'm also going to do is, as well as the little shack, once that's established, that's fine. But what I'm also going to do in my free time when I am not recording this and playing it, I'm going to build a big, huge house for Phil in Sanctuary that is going to store all his weapons, and I'm going to have them on display. Really, that's what Mad Phil is going to be. He's going to work for the Brotherhood of Steel, and I don't know if you saw that there, but my hat just phased through the armour. So he's going to go through the Brotherhood of Steel side missions, and he's going to collect weapons and have a large collection of weapons, which leads me into my third objective. This one isn't a big one, but it's one that I've been curious about for a little bit. So, in the game, and it was revealed in little videos people had done and things just before the game dropped, that in, I think it's in the middle of Boston, there's a pond with what looks like a swan in it. It's like a model of a swan, and if you go in and go anywhere near that, it turns out it's a huge beast with the model of the swan built onto it. So what I'm going to do is, once I've amassed my armory and I've got some cool power armor, this stuff's falling apart and I've not got a lot of I've got one fusion core that's running out. So once I've amassed what I wanted for that, I'm going to take down that monster. And that'll probably be the last part of Mad Phil, is taking down that beast, because the armory I'm collecting will be simply just to destroy this beast. But I also want to have something really cool display-wise. Have all the weapons, you know, out on display so that we can see them and, you know, see what he's done in his time in the wasteland, because he's going to collect like the Institute pistols and rifles, he's going to collect pipe pistols, laser rifles. It's all going to be there, and he's going to have a huge selection along with all the ammo and all that jazz that comes with it. So with that in mind, we'll continue the video on, and what I'm going to do is take myself and Archie to the first Brotherhood mission. So that means going this way. Now, last time I played the game, the video that I eventually scrapped and deleted, I went this way. I killed Trash Can Carla. She's up there. She's there. For a game that's randomly like has a living world, Trash Can Carla always seems to be there. I bumped into her, and she asked if I was sticking her up, and I decided, well, Phil's gonna stick her up. And then there's these guys over here hassling this family, and I decided to help them. I thought it might change things, but it didn't really. So what I'm going to do instead is just take them out.
What's going on here? That's a simple business. I tried reasoning. Want to make some easy money? Who's Trudy? See that diner right? She's
Right.
converted it. And when her son Patrick had his Jet? What's Jet? That's my top seller. Gives you a high like you would. Well, I guess Patrick was looking to get from under his mom. Now, I've sold that boy a lot of money. Shut up. Scumbag. You made him an addict. Yeah, I've heard it before. Look, now you gonna help us out? Ugh. And why would I help you exactly? Look, I deal in chems. You know, medicine. Not to mention all the fun stuff.
If I help, I expect to get like locking loads of stuff. I'm not sure if I really want to help them, but I don't.
If I help, I expect to get paid.
I'm not here to haggle. You'll get what...
If I help.
Yeah. You...
There we go. I didn't really like him anyway. And I didn't do it for any other reason except I didn't really like him. So, let's go grab his stuff. And we'll talk to Trudy and we'll go on our way. Yeah. That fusion core is going to run out soon, so we'll be ditching the armor as soon as we can. Hello.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that.
Not today.
You're an addict.
Hey.
Get some help.
Get a jab again, I swear.
I don't know, I could get you some. Okay, so perk time. What's gonna help us? The intelligence is always gonna stay low. Don't really want to get into modding or lockpicking or anything like that, so I'll take that. That seems like a kind of harmless one. I don't really want to dabble in anything that's going to mess with the whole tenet of being Phil. He's a dumbass who's out for himself. But the reason I want to join the Brotherhood of Steel is the cool weapons and armor, because they have access to all that stuff, and I figure their route is going to let me level up. It's going to net me some caps so I can buy some weapons. It's also going to get me access to some armor, but it also gives me something to do, and that's important when playing this game, because I know a lot of people say, oh, in the Bethesda games, you just pick a direction and walk out and make your own fun. No. That's not what happens. What happens is you go out there and you find a mission and you start doing quests, and you might run into just a singular quest on its own, or a little chain of quests. And that's what the Bethesda games are. Going out and making your own fun in them, it isn't something that happens. They've just structured the world in such a way that you will stumble upon stuff. And if you are dead set against getting into quests, then this game isn't going to be that much fun, unless you're really into the settlement building, which is very flawed on its own. So, that being said, let's find the Brotherhood of Steel. Whoa, not doing much damage with this shotgun here. Would have thought I would have done more damage than that. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ditch this in. And what I'll do is I'll ditch it at this station. Because need be, if I get new parts, I can, you know, come get it back. So, really, this playthrough is now going to be Mad Phil really going about the wasteland and getting some weapons together to take down that one big bad. I don't know who that is up there. think it's one of the raiders with some kind of power armor style stuff, so stay out of their way. But this video is, I'm gonna wrap this video up very soon. Really just wanted to record while I had a good connection, just to give you guys an update and let you know more Mad Phil videos are incoming. There is a focus to them now, and because originally, and I will be 100% honest, Mad Phil was just a thing I did on a whim. The first one, I just came up with the idea. I was sitting at work, I was bored out of my mind. I was like, I do a job that's quite monotonous, so I was doing the same thing over and over again, so my mind wandered. And yeah, I just came up with this idea of do Mad Max, but different. Do it as a guy who isn't going to do what Max does, because Max, in the end, he always does the right thing. He might not do it at first, but in the end he does the right thing. And I thought, well, I want to make a character that's the complete opposite of that. And that's what it was intended to be. It was intended to be a couple of videos with just an idiot in this apocalypse and being the most obnoxious person alive and giving snarky comments. And, you know, I was going to do it for, you know, 1 or 2 videos and then just stop it. It was never meant to be anything longer than that. But what happened is people liked it. And I thought, well, if I'm going to keep doing these videos, because if people like it, then I'll keep going with it. But I didn't want it just to be an aimless, you know, set of videos, because A, it'll get boring for people watching, and B, I'll get bored. And there's nothing worse than a YouTuber who is bored of his own videos. There we go, that's the Brotherhood of Steel mission. What we're going to do is go away from these ghouls just now. Sweet. So yeah, that's, I mean, I have watched videos where YouTubers have become very disenfranchised, I think is the best way to put it, with their own videos. Like, they've done a series, they had some fun, they're not having fun anymore, so they keep playing it out of a sense of, I don't want to say fun, they keep playing it because they want the hits. And the only way they're going to get the hits is by doing the videos that people want. And if, you know, they're bored doing that, then it's going to come out. Oh, and Phil is dead. So that's kind of where we are with Mad Phil now. So, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out where the checkpoint is, and we'll end the video there. I will be doing more Mad Phil, and it will have a point, and I will be bringing back the character of Mad Phil himself, like talking in character and stuff, because I found that was the fun part of it, like imagining what this guy would say in this, because I always had the inclination that he was an East Ender, a kind of, you know, Londoner that went wrong and just really a you know, worthless piece of crap, but somehow ended up you know, as this guy who, you know, was in the wasteland. Oh. Got your arm off. Body shots. And you're dead. So in the next video, we will be... I am going to actually take a drugstore. I'll probably read that before I go to the next mission. So what I'm going to do is in the next mission, in the next video, I'm going to go to the actual Brotherhood of Steel mission. I won't engage in it until the video starts. And we will start the Brotherhood of Steel quest line and start our quest to collect all the weapons and build an armory. Raiders, so out here. So that's where it is now. I'm gonna stop the video here. Not really. This video is more just a kind of state of play where we are with the game and what I was doing, and you know why there wasn't an armad fill this week. I think I put one up last week. That was video number 2, and it was quite popular as well. But there has been in my own head. Wait for it, because I did videos 1 and 2 back to back, and then didn't do anything after that. Well, I tried to, and then it kind of fell apart. So there's been a wait for me, in the sense that I haven't done a video on Phil in a while. So I'll stop talking there, end the video here, and more of my. And with that, we'll have our Brotherhood of Steel mission. We'll have Phil, his voice back. We'll be talking to Archie quite a bit, and we'll be killing some people for the Brotherhood of Steel. So with that, I will say thanks for watching. I know a lot of YouTubers do the like, comment, subscribe thing. If you like it, brilliant, hit a like if you want. If you dislike it, leave a comment, tell me what you didn't like. If you want to subscribe, be my guest. I am not going to force people to. I'm not going to hit people with it every video. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like it, brilliant, give me a like. If you don't, fair enough. Tell me what was wrong. If you want to subscribe, great. I always welcome new subscribers. But yeah, that's all for today. I'm Space Cowboy, and thanks for watching.